Hello, Trailblazers. I'm back, and I just wanted to make a quick video talking about Constance because we did get some Constance crumbs. Now, Constance is the member of the Annihilation Gang, I believe, that will be a break support, but not just a break support. According to an anonymous leaker, Constance actually will be a Firefly support specifically. That's not gonna go over well with the fan base. I'll say that right now, but there's still time for that to change, I'd assume. But as far as right now, though, is concerned, she's a Firefly dedicated support, which is weird. We can assume that she'll be a break support in general by the time we get a kit leak, hopefully. But it's just interesting that, Constance is gonna be a super break support. Right before we go into the Elation meta, spoiler alert, because 4.0 will introduce another brand new path, being Elation. It's just weird that we're getting a break support right before, like literally the patch before, 3.8. It's just very strange. I don't know, it's very strange. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like she's bait. To be honest, I feel like Constance is gonna be bait for those who think they can revive their break teams going into 4.0, but I just can't see break getting a lot of love once we're in 4.0. I think they're gonna push Elation really hard, the same way they pushed Remembrance, and of course there's not gonna be a lot of light cone options for Elation, blah blah blah. It's the same thing all over again, you already know. HSR new paths so far, I don't know, I don't really like how they handled Remembrance, but they could bounce back with Elation, who knows. I'm excited for Elation regardless, because I love Sparkle, and Sparkle SP will be Elation, so I guess I'm an Elation player regardless. But it's just very strange, I just want to know, what do you guys think about Constance being a break support, right before 4.0 as well, and let me know if you're gonna pull for Constance. I, for one, own E2 Firefly, so Constance is probably going to boost that team like crazy, so I will pull. Hopefully she doesn't remain a Firefly dedicated support though, even though I like Firefly. I feel like it's very weird to not support Rappa and Boot Hill. Why not just be a break support for everybody? But there's a few other leaks that I wanted to discuss. I was going to talk about Cyrene in great detail, but it seems like V1 Cyrene is just kind of a mess. I'm gonna place a screenshot on screen now. Boom, this is a great YouTuber, by the way, and their opinions are to be valued. They're a very good player. So this is their opinion on Cyrene. You can just pause the screen and read it if you want to. But TLDR, Cyrene's kit is kind of a mess, so I didn't feel like making a kit breakdown video quite yet. But she has specific buffs for every Chrysos Heir, and she performs decently well with Casterized, but outside of that, it seems like Cyrene is actually a side grade to most supports, so that's really unfortunate. But I can assume by V3, Cyrene will be broken, so don't worry. Don't mind all the Doom posters. Everybody's Doom posting Cyrene right now. This is literally the same pattern that always happens. He's gonna end up being either broken or really, really good. That's my opinion on Cyrene for right now. And one last thing that I want to talk about is the Currency Wars, a brand new mode coming in the next update with Cyrene, 3.7. And we have footage of Firefly's new attack. Firefly gets a brand new ultimate, I believe, that plays when she goes into the enhanced state. When she goes into the enhanced state, this animation plays, and it looks really cool. And I'm just wondering if these will ever be added to the full game, because Firefly is rumored to have a buff eventually. Firefly will be getting a buff, and I wonder if we will see brand new attacks being added to characters, kind of like Zenless Zone Zero. ZZ actually does the exact same thing. Ellen had Lost World relics, and they got added to her actual kit as a buff, and I can see the same thing happening to HSR. Honestly, I can see the exact same thing happening for HSR. Anyways, like I said, this was gonna be a quick video. I just want to know your guys' opinions on Constance being a Firefly support, and if you're gonna pull for Constance. I think she's really pretty, so I'm gonna pull for her regardless, but I'd love to hear what you guys think below. Like and sub and all that, and yeah, I'll see you when more interesting news comes out. Bye bye.